in today's Your Family's Health, Dr. Walt Larimore has some advice on supplementing your diet that goes beyond the pill box. Here's Dr. Walt.
More people than ever over the age of 50 are turning to alternative or complementary medicine. And that doesn't just mean herbs and supplements. Now, alternative treatments are used instead of conventional medicine, while complementary treatments are used alongside traditional medicine. And these treatments can include items not usually used in conventional medicine, from, a change in unusual diets or nutritional supplements, all the way to yoga, meditation, or even prayer for healing. According to a government report, more than a third of all Americans use some form of alternative medicine, while in those over 50, it exceeds 50%. And if we throw in prayer, that number jumps to over 60%. And in my book, spirituality is a good trend because highly healthy people take care of their body, mind, and their spirit. However, other than prayer, I think that alternative treatments should be an addition to conventional medicine, not a substitute. And if you use natural medicines like herbs, vitamins, or supplements, be sure to let your doctor and pharmacist know. So, eat right, get plenty of exercise, and consider regular prayer. But most of all, don't neglect your doctor's advice.
Great. Well, that is very good advice. And we had already touched on that, Joe, that if you're taking vitamins, if you're taking herbs, be sure and let your doctor know, because that's very, very important. Why don't I just throw out some vitamins and supplements and nutritional supplements, and you tell me, yes, it's a good thing, or maybe they're not so important. Okay, could you do that? Okay, calcium for stronger bones.
Calcium for stronger bones is something that anybody over 40, 45 years old should be taking on a supplemental basis.
Okay.
A couple things you want to remember with calcium is, and I know Dr. Walt and I don't see eye to eye on this, but calcium carbonate is the lowest absorbable forms. Calcium citrate is a good form. Coral calcium is a good form.
Okay.
You always want to take calcium with vitamin D, and it should always be taken with magnesium.
Okay.
Most treatments are going to have that.
Okay.
Another thing, though, that's great for bone density, even better than calcium, is vitamin K.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, here's one. Folic acid for healthy babies. I think everybody kind of knows if you're pregnant, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to take it.
Well, I would really, first, folic acid for both sexes at all ages is very important and very difficult to get in food. It's very unstable to heat. So even in the green vegetables that contain it naturally, we're not so sure we get it. And in supplement form, 800 micrograms is all the law would allow. You can go up to, but in the prenatal prescription form, they actually give them more. So you could figure that they want more.
But we all need it, even if we're not
pregnant.
pregnant.
But any teenage girl, I would start taking it as a regime now of that.
Interesting.
So that, when you get in your 20s and you do get pregnant, you've got that built up. Folic acid is very crucial.
And how about iron? I mean, do women especially need more iron because of menstruation, or what about iron?
Iron's the type of thing, it's first of all, you always want an organic iron, okay? Fumarous ferrate is a good organic iron. Sulfate is an inorganic or artificial iron. That can be pretty tricky to take.
Okay.
If you're a man, you definitely do not want to take iron supplements.
You had mentioned
yes,
that's
ferritin
important.
levels in the blood of men are too high.
Oh, there's so many others I'd like to ask you, but we have to go to a break. Well, for today's healthy habit, when is the most optimal time to take your vitamins? And Joe has that information for us. Joe?
Shirley, we actually touched on this a little bit earlier, but I like to take my vitamins first thing in the morning. I take my Total Living drink, which for me has eliminated all supplements except my omega-3, which I take a cod liver oil from October through April. And I take regular fish oil, and I also take krill oil. Do you ever see when whales swim and they open their mouth and eat those big school of those tiny, those are called krill. Huh. And krill is a highly, highly concentrated amount of omega-3, and it also, because of its nature, has a high amount of antioxidants. So, but if you're going to take water-soluble vitamins and fat-soluble together, then you might want to take them with lunch. Okay. But if you're going to take them separately, take water-soluble in the morning and fat-soluble either at lunch but fat-soluble with food.
With food, and that's what's so great about the Total Living drink, because it is food, and so it's okay to take all those vitamins with it at the same time.
Right.
Could we go back to some of the vitamins we should have and some we shouldn't in just a couple minutes we have left here? What is conjugated linoleic acid, and
Continental gas is an acid that your body needs, along with like primrose, along with the other omega-3s like EPA and DHA.
So that's something you should take.
It's important for joint health, it's important for skin health, and it's important for your heart.
What about this multivitamins for overall health?
Multivitamins, if you're not taking anything else, are a good thing to take, because at least you know you're getting, but I would really kind of encourage people to, and this is going to sound a little funny, but find the most expensive one you can. Because more than likely that means it was processed. You know, the word natural is used a lot, Shirley, and there's certain things that you cannot process naturally. B vitamins are mimicked synthetically 100%. You can,
because you just can't get them out of food.
The pill would be this big.
Oh my
so
goodness.
There's just no such thing as natural B complex vitamins in a powdered form. They're natural in here because it's from green vegetables.
Okay, good. And here's just a couple more here. How about selenium for lowering your cancer risk?
I think selenium is a great thing. It has shown some very promising results for minimizing cancer risk. What I would be concerned about is taking too much selenium. So if you take it by itself, you probably shouldn't be taking anything else, i.e. multivitamin or whatever.
Okay.
If you're taking a good multivitamin, it's got 50 or 100 micrograms of selenium, that's pretty much all you need.
Probably
You
don't
go
need
up to
to take
200
more.
a day, but I wouldn't want to go over that. So some selenium-only supplements are 200 just by themselves.
Wow. Well, in the minute we have left, what are some things that we just really don't need and we're wasting our money on? Can you give us 2 or 3 of those?
I have not seen any solid evidence that ginkgo truly improves your memory.
Really?
I do believe that improves circulation and blood flow to the brain. You might be able to remember better because of that, you know what I'm saying? But as far as it being a true, on the other hand, valerian root has proven to be an incredibly good sleep aid. Whereas if its counterpart, kava kava, is, while it's a good sleep aid, it is also known to be used inappropriately. I mean, kids will literally use it to party.
Like drugs.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So valerian root, yes, kava kava, no.
There are some bad stuff out there. Well, we're just about out of time, Joe, and we've talked a lot about supplements today, and they are extremely important. And if you are interested in finding some very high-quality supplements, you can go to tln.com, www.tln.com, and then you can click on Shows and Balanced Health, or you can click on Kylia, because at the Kylia site, not only can you buy these wonderful products, but there's also newsletters and articles about a lot of different things. So I would say I would really recommend that you do that, because supplements are important, and you need, and we found as a television network, Joe, people were asking us. People wanted to know, what do you recommend? We know we need to be taking something. What do you recommend? And that's exactly why we offer these.
Well, Shirley, like you said, and we just want to thank everybody for joining us. For more information on supplements, visit us at www.tln.com. Click on Shows, then click on Balanced Health. On behalf of Shirley Rose and myself, we want to thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Balanced Health.